This is a short information video for you, the student, on how Unit 1 works with these semi-interactive videos that have been created. Now, Engineering Principles Unit 1 is assessed with a 2-hour exam, normally in June, so that's sitting down in an exam hall for 2 hours answering a set of questions. You will have a formula sheet there to help you, and obviously you bring along a calculator as well. Now, it's a double unit, so it's important to get a good mark on Engineering Principles because these marks are worth 2 of most of the other units, so a good score here will really help your overall score at the end of the course. With all these things, the more practice you put in, the more time and effort you put in, the better your eventual mark will be. There's no reason if you come onto the course of grade 4 or grade 5 maths at GCSE why you shouldn't score something like a high merit at the end of the course if you work on it. Now, the videos have been designed for you to work at your own pace. The videos themselves are normally around about 20 to 30 minutes long if you just played them without stopping, but the whole idea is they are interactive so you can go through them at your own pace. Some students will complete them fairly quickly, other students may take time because they need to go back and replay things and so on, which is fine. That's how it's meant to work, so you can work at your own pace. Now, the way they actually work is there'll be a short introduction on the subject and explaining why it's important in an engineering context, why you need to do these types of calculations. Then there is a small bit of teaching. Then usually there's an explanation of a calculation you need to understand. Then there's a question for you to do. So at that point, you stop the video, have a go at the question on the screen, and then you restart the video and see if you've got the correct answer. If you've got the correct answer and you're happy how you got it, you can then skip on to the next section on the video. If you didn't get the right answer, you can just stay online and I go through it and explain how you do the calculations and rearrange the equations and so on. Then you go on to the next section, and again, another short bit of teaching, another example question, then another question for you to do, and you pause the video again. So you can do it at your own pace. You can go back and repeat things if you need to as well. So obviously to do this, you're going to need a pen, some paper, a calculator, and the formula sheet, which you should have been giving at the start of the course. Normally, I would say you want to allocate probably an hour to do the video, so it's a good idea to allocate an hour during the college day when you've not got lessons, or an hour in the evening, somewhere you can sit down quietly, there aren't any distractions, and you can really get on with this. Now, the key of these is that you will be given every week 1 or 2 of these, depending on how many videos you need to look at, to fill in. Now, these are practice or exercise sheets. You need to complete these and show the working. It's no good just ticking them and say, I've got the answer. We need to see evidence. So we'd expect to see the completed sheet looking something like this with the correct answers on them. You may not be able to do all the questions. That's okay. People have got different abilities. We would expect most people to do most of the first page. On these sheets, it's important to remember there are answers here as well. So if you look at each question, at the end of each question, in brackets, is the correct answer for that question. The idea is you can then self-check your work as you go through and you know if you've gone wrong or not, and you can just double-check these things. But as I say, you do need to show the working that you're doing. There will also be a test every half term or so. Every half term there'll be a test, so probably middle of October, middle of December, end of February, and around about Easter time, of exam-style questions under exam conditions, so your teachers and you get a good, accurate idea of where you are and how you're performing. Hopefully you're doing better than you might expect, but it also means that we can identify people who are struggling a bit and then give them some extra help to catch up and make sure they get a fair grade at the end of the course. That summarises the way this actually works, but the onus is on you, the student, to take responsibility for your learning, and we're there in the background, your teachers are there in the background to support you and check you're making the work and so on, and help you if you really get stuck. You may find there are some parts of this unit you really don't get. That's okay. You may be really good at other parts and you can pick up extra marks that way. So good luck, have a go at the videos and see how you get on.